How's it going, Overwatch fans? Welcome to UGC Season 7, Week 2, NA Premier Game. My name is JJskywalker. I will be your caster, your cameraman, your everything at this point. Sadly, Rap was not able to join me today. He might join me later tonight, but I'll provide you as much entertainment as I can possibly comprehend, proficiently push forward, and conjure, I suppose. Hope all of you are having an excellent Wednesday night. I know I am. And currently we're going to be having Hyve Purple versus, I believe it is... Ooh, bad caster. It's going to be Hyve Purple versus 02. There we go. My computer, as always, will be having a little bit of issues on the first map, but going into it, it's going to fluid itself out. And,
traveling
yes.
to Mumbai.
I'm looking forward to the games that are going to be coming out here. This is going to be... I do not believe I've ever seen Hyve Purple and or 02 in the previous rosters. For games, if they have changed their names. Some of these names do look familiar. Tandoku, I believe. I've seen Ski Jesus before. Either way. Coming into this again, as always. Computer having a little bit of issues. But it'll smooth itself out as time goes on. Thank Jesus.
Traveling to Mumbai.
The attack team has been starting up, and it looks like the 02 has opted for a dive composition with a former Mercy, but Eden starting off very well with his hit scan, able to take out Monkey initially, and it looks like the tank composition is not holding off currently. The screen is frozen right now. I'm going to just have to wait a bit. Coming into it, does look like right now Hyve Purple is holding very well. Very strange. Not sure why it does this. If anybody has any form of idea why my computer does this every single time. But either way, it's always issues that I have during this stream, and it should patch itself down pretty well. Hyve Purple with Tyken throwing his Dragon Strike straight through the main portion of Underground, possibly holding back 02. They're pushing themselves as best as they can, but already 2 down, 1 down for 02 right now. And it's not a very good position for them. Both tanks in the front, and it looks like, yes, they will be pushing back. 2 minutes left, though. It does look like there was somebody in the back that I was not paying attention to. Strelizia. I looked the names ahead of time. Taken out. It's going to be a little bit of a stagger, but they are prepping for the next attack. 02. So having 2 minutes to go into it, and right now they do have a Tracer Rob holding on to it, but a lot of tanky ults coming over on Hyve Purple. Transcendence, Monkey Primal, all of them who can easily absorb anything that is thrown from their dive ultimates. 02 going for the initial attack on bridge. They're looking for a pick, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. But Strelizia easily getting those picks on the backline, taking out Ian, taking out Tandoku. No Transcendence is going to be coming through, but the Primal will in fact be coming through. Taken, trying to throw the Dragon Strike, and it does go through, but he is taken out. What's going on in between here, but it looks like right now the tanks on 02 are looking for the DPS right now, taking him out. There's a lack of damage coming out right here from Hyve Purple, but they're still going in, contesting as best they can, allowing the staggers to come through as Eden looks for those pop-off shots. Already going on the second chevron, and it does not look like someone's going back in, but yes, they're going to go straight in using the Transcendence that they were holding on to right before that last chevron goes through. 02 looking for the backline, throwing in the Diva Bomb, see if they can get anything, but nobody on the point to get that last bit of percentage Hive Purple looking to use their tanks to kind of mitigate any form of damage, as well as taking out anybody that they can, staggering in as best as possible. And I do believe they've got the advantage here when it comes to spawns. Get Tetram out of the way. That's a significant amount of HP, and as I said, 30 seconds remaining. This is probably going to be the last push coming out for 0-2. They will need everybody to get the maximum efficiency out of this last push. They are holding on the Primal, they are holding on the Genji Blade. Very powerful abilities, considering that Transcendence is currently down for Hive Purple.
10 seconds remaining.
Apologies for the camera over.
Time to raise my APM.
We're going in initially trying to get as much damage to Taken, throwing out his Dragon Slide, cutting off, but the Dragon Blade is heading off in the back line. Able to take out Tandoku, but all the kill feed is mostly blue. Genji Blade is still getting stuff on of a Hive Purple. Dropping their Diva Blade, Diva Bomb on point. Primal is popped. But this is not good as there is no sustain going out for 0-2 and their DPS are down. Overtime is going through and Zambian trying his best but is taken out. Last person being Diva and why can't I say your name? Strelizia. Weird. Okay. So he's trying to come in.
Switching sides.
And they're not able to get a point nonetheless. 0-2. Still have a chance to defend. It's been done before. Numbani is not an easy map to tackle into. Remembering the times back in Season 2 with triple tank compositions, it was very difficult for any team to be able to just push through with any form of success sometimes. So it is completely possible for 0-2 to tie against Hive Purple here. Let's get names throughout here so I do not forget them. Mr. Tickles, Tandoku, King, Glace, Eden, Taken, Zambian, Redbird, Skeet, Jesus, Tetram, Cheese Dex, and Strelizia. I will not forget it. And thank God, my computer is finally normalized. I will never understand why it does this to me. I'm assuming it's a VRAM issue, but nonetheless.
30 seconds.
You got it.
It's difficult to say where 0-2 went wrong. I would say that they did really well. It's just the stagger took too long for them. They were able to take out Tandoku initially, but because of that, he was holding on to Transcendence the whole time, and it allowed them to come back in very strong. Now, as we're coming into the second part, Hive Purple cutting themselves half and half. Nice dive in the front. The supports and Hanzo in the back, looking for some positioning, but there is somebody behind him, Strelizia. Looking for it. Eating him against Taken, able to get something off of the bridge. Killfeed looking very blue here in a very strong position for Hive Purple. Already one chevron down. And almost no time passing. They're looking for it. They're definitely trying to come back in. 0-2. Using the Diva Matrix to the best of possibilities, but she does lose her mech.
Damn it.
DPS on the back trying their best to use a combination of heals and attacks, but Taken already throwing out his Dragon Strike, and it does not look like he's looking for 0-2. She's Rex and Strelizia. Last people on the point, and because of that, Hive Purple getting their first victory on Numbani. Very fast, very quick, and very unfortunate for 0-2.
Play of the game. Double kill. Triple kill.
I do have to commend Hive Purple on that beginning. The initial attack looked very beautiful, them separating almost perfectly, understanding when the attack needed to happen and when it needed to be executed. Once it was, second portion of the team made sure to get a good power position up on the top. and it allowed almost a very effective use of every form of damage they had on the team. Hive Purple getting a very good win on Nimbani. Going to be switching up the scores here. Map, a map I haven't seen in a while. Horizon.
To Horizon Luna Colony.
Horizon Lunar Colony. Sorry, I kind of forgot. I have all my audios on. Let me switch the scores up here. Whoopsie daisies. Hive Purple is up on one. Now it is a different map, understandably, but we are looking at a very similar situation. Looking at Nimbani, looking at Hybrid. Hive Purple, all they had to do was get that first point, and so did 0-2. 0-2 did not do well going into that first point. Nonetheless, Nimbani overall is a difficult map to start going through, so we can maybe leave it up to that, or we can say, as we've seen before, 0-2 might just be warming up. We never know. Checking my audio. It's all good. I believe, anyways.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
For those of you joining us, we are doing UGC Season 7, Week 2, with Hive Purple versus 0-2. I hope I didn't say NA Gold. NA Premier. This is now.
Three, one.
That's not how you
Defend
count.
objective
Nonetheless,
A.
attack's starting to come through. 0-2 looking for a slow type of composition, going for a more two-dimensional comp. Much more of what we're used to in this current composition with the Brigitte. But Hive Purple, confident in their dive, but dropping a Mercy for an Ana, it might work. I do apologize for the delay here. As always, for some strange reason, this occurs.
Traveling to Horizon Luna Colony. Objective lost.
It looks like we're going to have a very quick take. Going for 0-2, using their slow composition and their overall, I believe, higher sustain to slowly push the enemy. It's a very difficult thing to dive into a death ball. And no doubt, even though we didn't see it, it was probably a relative massacre. Nonetheless, Hive Purple going quickly, using the combination of their speed and their positioning to hit the enemy from behind, but it does not look like that gave them much of an advantage. Earth Shatter being thrown out by Tetra, taking out already two people. Tandoku, only person currently doing damage, including Mr. Purple, dropping his Zen Trance in this to hold a little bit of time. This is going to be beautiful for the stagger. Coming through, it's going to be a difficult thing to hold against. And it does look like 0-2 is going to be holding on to their ultimate.
Mecha activated.
I will say at the very least for Redbird that she did not drop a rally in the middle of that Genji blade. And it does look like 0-2 is going to be looking for another attack. A very good attack nonetheless, even though they were held back. 2 chevrons already locked in. All they got to do is be able to get that point for at least 5 seconds, all on their own. And they have the ultimates to do that. Earth Shadow, Dragon Strike, Rally. It's going to be beautiful. Hive Purple. Ours did switch for a pharmacy. A beautiful thing to choose, especially with the Hanzo out of the way. There's almost nothing to deal with that Pharah right now. 0-2 doing their best. The combination of Sound Barrier and Coalescence. Healing for almost maximum potential. Mr. Tickles getting those Diva Bombs very quickly, nothing the shield. So close to be getting it against 0-2, but the stagger is coming through. The respawns are there for Hyve Purple. It is not looking good, and it looks like, yes, they will be looking for a retreat. Something we don't see very often taken on the May. Hyve Purple pulling out very interesting compositions, but they do work.
Огонь по готовности.
Getting majority of Hyve Purple, a good amount of kills and very steady amount of kills. This might be it, considering that the stagger might not be there, but Eden is holding very well, including King on the primal, but it is not enough. 0-2 solidifying a quick double capture. Exactly as I said before. Not a big surprise here on NA Premier. 0-2 showing that they do have the stuff to capture a point. Very good restraint on 0-2's point. They noted they were able to get a good amount of ults. Dragon Strike, Rally, Graviton, all at the same time on their second push, but they did not waste them. Why waste your ult economy so quickly? But you can simply push back. You've already did what you had to do. Get your team back together. No need to face against that respawn advantage so harshly. Go back in easy, see if you can get any picks, and actually, they went into that disadvantage considering the pharmacy was able to get Zambian at the beginning. But the Graviton, in combination with the damage that Reinhardt could do, was good enough to be able to take out a consistent amount of players from Hyve Purple and make the respawn advantage obsolete. Good stuff.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
0-2 now looking to defend, and it looks like they will be using the same composition, different. Skeet Jesus. Not actually. I believe Skeet Jesus was already on Mercy. I believe she was on Anna, but no, that was Hyve Purple. Hyve Purple not looking for a dive composition. Very strange.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Initially for their defense, they went for a dive, but instead on their attack, rather than a full dive, they are looking for almost the same composition as 0-2, but with a diva. Very quick attack, especially with Glace on Lucio. Allows for a very quick, very fast type of composition. Both teams doing major amounts of damage to each other, but still holding himself up. Either way, King able to get to Etron. The kills are going for 0-2 here, and it just keeps going back and forth for both teams. But right now, Hyve Purple are the ones holding the point. Already on the second chevron. 0-2 trying to get back in, but it is not enough. Hyve Purple getting a quick capture, just like 0-2. We'll be going on to stage 2. 0-2 needs to be careful here. They've only got half their team, and they're trying to hold the top. They are holding on to Dragon Strike here. Ooh, but a beautiful Graviton in combination with Dragon Strike, and nothing to defend against it.
Turning defense into offense.
Team kill.
0-2 starting off with a good combo. Nonetheless, because of that combo, it was a dry run for it was a dry run for Hyve Purple, sorry. Double rally on both teams. We're going to be looking for a very chunky combination of fights here. 0-2 does have the advantage when it comes to ults, and it's a combination of accurate. Combination of rally. It's going to be very dark to go through.
Into the iris.
put down, but it's not enough as the barrier is able to hold against an Earth Shatter coming out from Hyve Purple, able to take out Tetrum, but Tetrum being killed an amazing amount, nonetheless, too much damage put on top of him. It looks like 0-2 is going down here. Only 3 people left. Nobody able to deal with that. The people in the sky except for Eden, and there's not much space for the pharmacy to be able to kind of wander around. Darn. A horrible place to get staggered here. Hopefully. Come on. What happened to the game? Unless my connection went down. 0-2, able to push Hyve Purple off the point. It did look a little bit bad there, but I'm assuming the pharmacy worked very well. I'm not sure why that cut. We're coming back into this soon, no doubt.
Traveling to Horizon Luna.
This. Mecha activated.
Hyve Purple shooting their devault in the back, and it did chase out Cheesedex. Cheesedex was holding on to Transcendence. That wasn't all they needed, but either way, 0-2 finishing up the kills. And we're about to hit the point where Hyve Purple is going to lose on the time bank against 0-2. They've got at least one more attack coming in on them, but it does not look good. 0-2 holding much more ultimates right now than Hyve Purple, but Hyve Purple going to have a good amount of ults coming up. Both rallies again popping off. 0-2 holding on to 2 support ultimates. This is going to be a difficult thing to come into. No doubt, Transcendence coming straight in. Beautiful. Damage is going to be very difficult for Valerie. Also popped in the back. King able to get the majority of 0-2, but so much hitting coming through. A combination of Zarya Barrier and Fair Barrage taking out Hyve Purple's attack. Only 2 people left, and I don't believe they're going to be able to do much here. 0-2 holds it again, winning out on the time bank. Purple looking for an upper attack here. Both teams a little bit low on their ultimates. Graviton pushed out, but no Dragon Strike coming out of a Fair Barrage. Looks like the attack of choice there, and a good attack of choice. But it does put back the ultimates, but it does look like both teams are almost going to be going into a kind of like a dry run there. Hyve Purple did not have much to waste, so they are looking to kind of get back the ultimates so that they can go for another good attack. Earth Shatter is coming up. Barrier is down, and no doubt they're about to pop Rally coming to this fight. There it is. Take 2 again. Already having both support ults up. This is what's been holding them against this enemy team.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Beautiful Earth Shatter. Taking out 4 people, but with the sound barrier. Not many people hurt.
This will restore.
2 though. Already getting 2 picks and 2 beautiful picks. Hanzo down. Bridget Jet down. And damage is low. Not a good place to be for Hyve Purple. Even though they're coming into these fights not wasting many ultimates. 0-2 is currently having the ult advantage. At the top of my head, I believe what Hyve Purple needs to do is use a very good ult combination. Dragon is coming up here, so they need to look for a Graviton and a Dragon Strike at the same time. Looks like they're going to be doing 4 lessons, but it's not going to be enough. The Dragon Strike might do it, but the Dragon is too far. The team did scatter because of Glace and his speed boost. 3 ultimates wasted, and he did not do anything. Zambian only able to get 1 person with a Graviton Fair Barrage, but that is more than Hyve Purple was able to get, and it's all they needed. Apologies for not getting any player cams. I will be doing that from now on. I do much more enjoy the 3rd person point of view though. Hive Purple looking for their next account. They've got at least 2 more matchups going in here, and their ults are not looking good. I do not envy their position right now. They did switch towards a dive composition. Maybe for much quicker, faster attacks. But what a time to do it. They're only going to have 2 attacks coming in, with the first one already down. Oh, and that's going to be a big stagger for Mr. Tickles. Not a good place to be. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds is still a good amount of time though. I can see one more full attack coming in. It looks like for Hive Purple they're going to be having Lucio Barrier coming in, but they need to be able to frag out a good amount of damage during this fight in order to gain any form of advantage right now against 0-2. They are holding on their Earth Shatter. Zen ultimate is about well, actually just came up. Still not a place to be. Cheese decks and a card down. Zambian is in the air. Nobody to deal with. Zambian in the sky and a beautiful Earth Shatter coming in 0-2. A combination of a Graviton, Fair Barrage, and Earth Shatter to just completely wipe the entirety of Hive Purple. 0-2 taking up 1 match, and we are going to be going up into match 3. Hive Purple 1, 0-2-1.
Play of the game.
Fire at will!
Quadruple kill. Double kill.
As I said before, that Hive Purple had a beautiful set of mechanical skill when it came to strategy, when it came to execution. This game showed very much that 0-2 can keep their ult economy going, and mechanically, individually, they're able to outmatch damage, it seems, against Hive Purple, allowing them to get on top of them when it comes to ultimates. Next match we're going to be coming into is Nepal, and apologies for not switching screens. It's not easy being cheesy. We are 1-1 here. This is going to be the last matchup. Something I do enjoy about the UGC is that whenever we come into these maps, they all have very much a good amount of similarities when it comes to each map that we come into. We've gone into a hybrid, we've gone into a 2CP, and now we're coming into Koth. At first, that was clear that Hive Purple clearly had a much bigger advantage when it came to point capture, but that was completely wrong. 0-2 showing us that not only can they take points very easily, but they can defend them. I will have to give advantage to 0-2 here, but considering that we did go through an entire 2CP, Hive Purple might have come up with something in order to trump 0-2's attacks and defenses. We are going to be looking into different kind of compositions here, so there might be the amount of work Hive Purple needs to kind of disorient 0-2's kind of rise here.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Both teams coming in with similar compositions, Orisa comps, but only Hive Purple is going to be going for. Oh no! Switching sides. Apologies. It is 0-2 in the blue right now. Zambian taken out immediately by Eden.
The objective is now.
If they do look for a res, it'll mitigate it, but it is in a random area, so it might not be easy to take down. Both teams contesting as best as they can, but the hit scan is moving off and to the left. Taden and Eden doing work. For 0-2 losing their DPS at the beginning, it gave them not an easy place to be. Less damage coming out against those tanks, and even against the DPS. 0-2 switching it up. Not an easy place to be against the hit scan when you're fair in a small area. They will be switching to Hanzo here. Do hear a Tracer in the back line. Right now they're being attacked from 2 different directions. Hive Purple having to deal with a combination of attacks in the front line, and they're doing very well. And Tracer in the back line. Tracer down with Strelizia. Now they've got all the space they need other than Zambian just completely pushing straight through the backline. Tanks holding strong, holding steady. But they need to do something here before reinforcements come. Do something they do. Strelezia taking on Taken and King taking out Cheesedex. King holding steady, putting his fortitude straight through, but with the Dragon Strike so close, it's not an easy place to be. The tanks are down, and I do believe that's going to be their positioning as well. 73% though, a good place to be. One more attack, and if it is a winning attack, they could get themselves a 99% and even 100.
Time to raise my APM.
Hive Purple showing a good mitigation when it comes to ultimates. They've been holding on to ultimates this entire time, not wasting them whatsoever. They do have a bank here.
Holding position. Cease your resistance.
And they continually push this bank as all they've wasted right now is Orisa ultimate. Simply power boosting themselves. This is not... I'm gonna say that Hive Purple does have an ultimate advantage here. Not just ultimate advantage, but a supreme advantage, if you will. 0-2 having to waste a good amount of ultimates just to take that point. Hive Purple not having to waste anything to take it. Now all they gotta do is use all their ultimates in this last percentage.
Pass into the iris.
Starting off the Transcendent, so there's no damage, but almost losing their teammates off the edge. Dragon Strike dropped off initially, but not much space for it to. A lot of damage. King killing 2 people. Taken killing 2 people.
Nerf this.
And with a dive-based composition hitting the backline, nobody on the point, allowing Hive Purple the first point on Koth.
0-1.
I do very much love these back and forths whenever coming into UGC. It's very rare in NA Premier to see, I suppose, one-sided matches, especially when you see teams that are 1-for-1. I suppose I can leave it to caster's choice, though. I've been kind of switching sides here this entire time, so that might be the issue. I will not take sides ever again. I don't know, Hive Purple. I'm going for a 2D composition in 0-2, looking for that dive, taking advantage of all this sky that Pharmacy can take advantage of. Hive Purple just making that death ball a death ball. Not separating from each other, always facing the direction the Reinhardt is facing.
The objective is now active.
Being able to take out the Diva Mech, and that's a significant amount of tank. You may take him out right now. Hive Purple looking beautiful. Damage on the team is not looking very significant as heals are coming through very high. Oh, but Zambian mitigating all of that with one fair barrage.
Now show them.
Nonetheless, they did lose a lot of people over at 0-2, so they need to finish
Down
off
for the count.
these kills.
Routing power to forward shield.
All Taken had to do was kind of stagger a bit as the rest of Hive Purple comes back in on the point to kind of just increase percentage. They do have contestation of the point. So this is all viable. Coming
into the
King alive. And a Transcendence to get the team out. No, they're only against 2. Diva Bomb getting 2. Over on 0-2, not a good thing. Because again, they've been contesting this point for somewhere around a minute, I believe. And they have not captured it.
Nerf this.
Losses are getting too high here for 0-2 as they still have not gotten the point. Ultimates coming out from both teams in the middle of a fight. Fight 1 and we're still at 60%. Zambian getting another fair barrage and it does not look like we're getting anywhere near to the point being cleared. The combination of good damage does get 0-2 that contestation. Nonetheless, Hive Purple able to get to 70% again. We're in the same place as we were last time. Difficult place to be. They contested and no doubt they tried their best. but I am not sure if contesting that first fight all the way to 70% was worth it. Nonetheless, we'll see the fruits of their labors.
Allah till men.
Hyve Purple going fast, not allowing any form of damage to hit them beforehand. Rally, making sure that none of it goes to their main health.
Огонь по готовности!
A little bit separated Graviton. All they got was cheese dicks. Really significant as he did have Transcendence, and they're clearing people off the point very quickly.
Pass
No
into
kills
the
coming through, and
iris.
cheese dicks. Because Rez, they able to bring out Transcendence.
Justice reigns from
Looking
above!
good, looking beautiful as Zambian, able to get us Fair Barrage and only able to get one though. King about to get his Earth Shatter again.
Helden sterben nicht!
In a place where both teams are contesting each other for simply too long. Hyve Purple allowing the point to just
Suiting up.
go on and on. 0-2 already at 70%, and this fight is still going. Looks like it will be over. At this point, I would say 0-2 definitely made a worth fight. Able to get the point all the way to 78%. Just as Hyve Purple did, though. This is going to be their last attack. If they're not able to complete this attack, no doubt Hyve Purple will win this Nepal map.
Defense matrix activated. APM to
Zomberry put forward a little too early though, as there's still a good amount of percentage for them. Go to Diva Bomb, taking out Tandoku. There's going to be a significant portion of the sustain.
Огонь по готовности!
Hyve Purple, Graviton going through. Zambian caught in the Graviton as well with the Fair Barrage. Fair Barrage doing almost nothing. King holding as best as it can, and because he has the Earth Shatter, takes out Strelizia immediately. 0-2 not able to hold as they only have one support there. Taken out quickly, and that's gonna be Hyve Purple's win. Hyve Purple are your week 2 winners against 0-2.
Play of the game.
The power of destruction.
Justice reigns from above!
Moving off here. I mean, congrats to Hyve Purple. And amazing stuff coming out from 0-2, to be honest. Gonna switch that to 1 real fast, because it was not a 2-0. It was definitely a 2-1. They're definitely not on, out of the bar here. Barely week 2. Teams always, we always see even the highest forms of teams get their losses in here, but good stuff. And I'm willing to see what these teams definitely have against higher teams. How would they do against Ungentlemen? How would they do against Second Win and To Be Determined? I do very much wonder. If you guys wonder as well, please join us over at UGCleague.com to get more information on future scheduled matches. If there's any match that you guys want to see, definitely send us a PM, a text over at the UGC Discord. Sadly, registration is down now as we are in week 2. But the season will go through, it will complete itself, and if you're interested, please definitely keep coming through. Hopefully Rapture will join next time. He's a much better play-by-play caster than I am, but this gets me a good amount of practice. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see you all next time.